What you are witnessing in the world right now is so astonishing. You are living through one of the most tumultuous and, in a way, revolutionary times in human history. And what I mean specifically is when you look at the fake news out there, whether it's about vaccines or politics or finance or what have you, these are the last dying gasps of the deep state and the systems of control that are clinging to their control and hoping that the truth never comes out. And yet it is coming out, and it is really unstoppable. We are about to see some extraordinary things. Number one, on the political side, we're about to see this FISA warrant memo investigation document, 4 pages, written up by an internal government investigator, the OIG, I believe, is the author, that looked into the abuse of power, the secret FISA warrant justification, which was based on the Trump dossier, we strongly suspect, and other things. We're talking about high-level treason, corruption, criminal activity at the highest levels of the intelligence community. It's all coming out. And the media was complicit in all of this. They knew it. They posted the false news leaks. They were part of this. They are going to be exposed as well. We are looking at probably the complete collapse of credibility of the mainstream media, or at least all those who were involved in pushing the Russia-Trump hoax, collusion conspiracy theory. They're going to be entirely discredited. And I believe a similar thing will come eventually for the vaccine industry as well, because the science will come out. The composition of vaccines that still contain mercury will come out. We're going to be conducting lab tests that look at the actual chemical composition of unknown chemicals in vaccines, and we're going to be publishing those openly, doing an open source publishing of all that. That's also going to come out. And then you've got James O'Keefe at Project Veritas, who is exposing the mainstream media on a weekly basis, it seems. You've got Julian Assange at WikiLeaks also exposing other documents. You've got many other organizations doing research. You've got publishers like the Gateway Pundit out there who's doing incredible work and so on. It's all coming out. It's just going to take a little bit of time. It's already begun. The process is already underway. You're seeing some of it now. The FBI is going to be exposed. The DOJ under Obama will be exposed. Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, James Comey, Loretta Lynch, the collusion between the Clintons, the fraud of the Clinton Foundation, which is probably the largest and most fraudulent nonprofit in the history of our country. It's all coming out. Even Dinesh D'Souza came out earlier in the week and said, yeah, I was targeted for my political speech. He's a filmmaker who made an anti-Obama documentary. It's well made, by the way, very, very well done. And he was investigated. He was targeted, selectively investigated, and actually sent to jail over some silly little campaign contribution that he made to somebody, years ago. And they went after him because of his film. So they're attacking filmmakers now and throwing them in jail for their re-education camp experience in the prison system, you see. That's what Democrats did. That was under Obama, by the way. But this is bigger than just Obama and the deep state and the corrupt Clintons. We're talking about a global cartel of power and deception that involves the Rockefellers. It involves globalists, as they're called. It involves some of the secret societies that we now know existed inside the FBI and the DOJ. That's come out now. There's a secret society. But there are global secret societies as well that you probably heard about before that wield power and they control everything. And that society includes people now like Jeff Bezos, who of course controls Amazon, the Washington Post, and now Whole Foods. And Bezos has become potentially one of the most dangerous globalists on our planet, perhaps eclipsing Bill Gates, who was dangerous in his own way, but seems to be, sort of fading from the globalist space now. Bezos is rising up and taking his place. And Bezos is a very smart individual. He knows how to run a business. He knows all about efficiency. And he's going to put millions of small businesses out of business, and he's going to destroy millions of jobs because he's going to have everything run by robots. They just opened their Amazon robot store where the food is The shelves are restocked partially by robots, and there are no cashiers, and you walk in and grab the stuff you want, you walk out, and it just does an RFID tracking tag of what you bought, charges it automatically to your credit card, which means also Amazon now has a record of everything you just bought. Gee, how might that be used against you? I mean, Amazon already knows the movies you watch, the books you buy, all the stuff you buy, what you bought at Whole Foods if you use the same credit card. They cross-link it. Amazon runs the database for the NSA and the CIA. You know, they have this whole government contract side where they provide contract services to the government. Amazon and Bezos are a major part of the deep state now in America. And if there's anything we know about Amazon and Bezos, it's that they will abuse their power. This is what the Washington Post is all about. Why did Jeff Bezos buy the Washington Post? So he could weaponize the media to try to destroy Trump and destroy and overthrow America while making himself the wealthy elite, while destroying millions of jobs for hardworking Americans that just want to make a decent wage and be able to put food on the table. That's Jeff Bezos. And he does it all in the name of technology and efficiency. It's kind of sick. He's got the perfect mindset of an evil globalist. But this podcast isn't all about Jeff Bezos, by the way. I'm just giving you examples. A lot of them out there. The point is, everything is being exposed. And you know, as much as I've harped on the overbought nature of Bitcoin, I love the peer-to-peer community. I love the libertarian tech community because it's a bunch of free thinkers who are all about decentralization of power. And that is the key for humanity moving forward. I think we are coming to the end of the age where we need centralized governments ruling over us and telling us what to think and what to eat, how to act, and what taxes to pay and all this. We don't need that anymore because of decentralization and because of blockchain technology as it matures. Blockchain, believe it or not, can replace the authority of centralized governments and centralized banks. And I know I've warned about Bitcoin, but that's just a bubble as sort of version 1.0 of cryptocurrency. I've also said repeatedly that cryptocurrency will succeed long term. Perhaps not Bitcoin, but something else that's actually a little better designed. Nevertheless, my point is I agree with the libertarian aspects of the decentralization movement. And we need decentralization in medicine. We need decentralization in health insurance. We need, peer-to-peer systems where people have the freedom to go to any doctor they want and the freedom to practice any kind of medicine they want. And then people vote on what works for them. So there's an aggregate authority through a blockchain mechanism for authentication of identity and the votes, by the way, that can tell us what types of medicine work best for which kinds of diseases or health symptoms. I don't know. I mean, this is the future that we need for medicine and health and money and even power. We need a very small central government with most current governmental functions replaced by decentralization technologies such as peer-to-peer or blockchain technology. And that it's starting to happen. You're watching it unfold. The deep state is being exposed. The corruption of the vaccine industry and the pharmaceutical industry is being exposed. The corruption of the globalists is being exposed every single day. And you are part of this movement, and we are part of this movement, and we are dedicated to pursuing these truths for the sake of humanity. And so keep reading naturalnews.com. Keep reading the independent media. Visit censored.news for other breaking stories on the independent media. Spread the word. It's happening. It's happening. You can hear my podcast at healthrangerreport.com. You can learn about my laboratory, all the stuff we're testing. We're going to be releasing the results publicly. We are the first private lab in the world that dares to test vaccines and identify the unknown chemicals and publicly release the chemical formulas so that we can have crowdsourced solutions to find out what those chemicals are. That's what we're doing. How cool is that? It's because of your support. So again, thank you for your support. Finally, let me plug my store, healthrangerstore.com. Over 600 products there, lab verified, many of them certified organic. Almost everything is not sourced from China. We make sure we never use GMO ingredients as well. Check it all out. It's at healthrangerstore.com. Everything that you purchase there helps support us and support our operations, support our laboratory. And we are sharing everything, all of our findings back with you, the public, free of charge. So check it all out at healthrangerstore.com. Thank you for listening.
Learn more at healthrangerreport.com.
Thank you for watching. If you want to support our mission, visit us at healthrangerstore.com for the world's largest selection of lab-verified superfood and nutritional products for healthy living. It's at healthrangerstore.com.